Alright guys, welcome back. Thanks, Fish,
Thank you
for that.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Welcome back to Upper Crust Gaming.
I'm Cole,
I'm Fish.
and we're continuing with this amazing trend of iPhone games because my phone still looks like it's being stupid. My computer, not my phone. My phone's being stupid because it's always stupid. So, can't wait to figure out how I'm gonna frame this one because it's a portrait mode kind of thing. But we're playing Magic Puzzles. It's an app.
Magic.
I don't remember why I have
Puzzles of magic.
Don't know why I have it. Here's my completed puzzles. I've done all of these ones.
Dude, the freaking wave.
Yeah, I did the wave.
That's actually like one of my favorite works of art.
It's so pretty.
It's lovely.
The great
That
wave
and the kiss.
Yeah.
Have you seen the kiss?
I don't know.
It's all golden. Look it up.
Okay.
Put it on the
Like
screen.
right. Oh yeah, that's smart. We'll have lots of space.
I know you.
So
Just put one side of the screen,
Like-
the kiss, and the other side the wave.
yeah, I'll just switch it off every once in a while.
This is
So
an
yeah,
art
we
appreciation
can do-
episode.
We can do anything. Do you want to do paintings or do you want to do architecture?
Let's do paintings, bro.
Let's do paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do the Birth of Venus, the Zodiac, School of Athens. I can tell you different art things because I
Wow.
took art
Dude,
classes this
That was like
semester.
a sentence and everything.
I'm crushing it. The 3 bogateers, they're dudes with horses.
Favorite type of dude.
They're from 1898. It's under protection. I don't know what that means.
Let's do woman.
The Zodiac
Yeah, that one.
or the Birth of Venus?
No, woman with that.
The Zodiac.
Yeah.
Okay. It's from
I
1897.
refuse to name
It's
them
by
properly. Cole.
Alphonse Mucha. The description is hidden. It's a magic. The
What
magical-
zodiac though?
When
am
we
I right?
solve the puzzle. I actually think that it's probably Virgo. What number of pieces do you want to do? 280, 630,
That's
140. Do you want to work on it together? That look said
I don't know.
absolutely.
I was
How many do you want to
literally
do?
considering burning the puzzles in my home recently. I am
So you
not
wanna
a
do
huge
280?
puzzle person.
You want to do 280?
Sure, man.
There
Let's
are a lot
do
of
it.
the same.
Let's hit that shit.
Do you want to be able to rotate pizzas?
Pizza. Sure. Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not? Well,
I mean,
it's up to you. I've never played this game.
It's like
It's
a
been like
puzzle.
10 years since I put
If you
together a
can't,
puzzle.
it makes it easier if you can't rotate the pieces because they're all facing the correct way.
Okay, then let's do that.
Okay. New game. Let's do it. I love puzzles.
That's a statement.
Okay. Oh my god. Also, I'm gonna turn that.
Dude, I thought that was a
off.
Quizlet button for a second. You can make the puzzle into a Quizlet just to study each piece.
Alright, so what I usually do is get all the little edge pieces and put them kind of where they belong. This is so big. This is the edge. It's not going off the edge. This is the top corner. So you know that piece goes there. Haha. Yep, those 2 pieces, they don't go together. Now we know that.
Nice job.
Thank you. Oh, those 2 do though. Those don't. Do these 2? Oh my god, I'm getting so many notifications. I hate being in fucking group chats. Anyways. Ah! I'm just gonna blur that part of the screen. Like, that's all I can do. Unless I go to all of my friends individually and ask them.
I am absolutely there with you that group chats are annoying, but complaining about them is like low-key one of the douchiest things ever, because it's like, damn it, I have friends.
It's literally not even from friends. It's
I
from
know,
work.
it's random people that you don't really know all that well.
No, I do know them and I
Dude,
like
the-
them, but it's still work people. It's not like
Dude, the group.
Good
Are you
shit.
still in the group me for the senior class?
for. Oh no, I left that a while
Dude,
ago
I'm
because
just-
somebody said something and I was confused.
I'm in it just because I kind of want to see if anything
someone-
like huge happens. But right now,
Yo,
it's-
this motherfucker's pregnant.
if you want to bleep out his name, but it's like, can
Yeah.
more people drop out so we can get to 69, please? I was like, jeez.
Fucking legend. But also not.
I feel like I would expect that more from.
Yeah. Thanks for giving all these
Yeah.
names for me to
Yeah, you're
bleep
welcome.
the fuck out.
Yeah,
I really have just too much time on my hands right
I mean
now.
that's what I thought.
Are you enjoying watching me do this puzzle?
Yeah. You're doing dandy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not the one I wanted to grab. I want to grab this one. That doesn't go there either. Here.
Yes.
See, that's like puzzles are fun. But like
I
actually,
promise.
though, like
Oh wait, dude,
a
it
little
goes.
bit. Yeah, it goes right there, I think. Oh my god,
Dude, I am.
bro, you puzzled.
Legend.
You puzzled the fuck out of it, dog.
I sure did.
I feel like you're gonna be there.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Thanks for checking up on me when no one else would. I don't know
For
where the
being
fuck
there
you're
in
gonna
my
go.
time
So you're gonna go over there. You were there in my time of need.
How nice would it be if puzzles were this like organized? You know.
That's why I don't rotate pieces. Because I'm a
I just
pussy.
love the way your face just like contorted when I said, "Sure, why not rotate pieces?" You were like, I went,
because
sure about that."
Because you just said you wanted to burn all the puzzles in your home, and then it was like rotated pieces.
Well,
and
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
yeah, why not?
I was mostly donating.
I don't know.
Just burn a couple. Like
Yeah.
I was just looking at them,
Just the hard ones.
taking up space in my home,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Get the fuck out of here and just get a job," you know?
The puzzle job?
Yes.
That's its job, is being a puzzle.
But
In fact, it had a job, and you wanted to kill it and take it. You're
just
taking their job.
it's in. I don't think that boy fits around
no. It's in this area, though, because it has to be, I think.
here. I don't think that's how it works.
Have you ever played magic puzzles before?
You don't know.
Fish!
See, that goes right there. Give.
See, you said you're bad at puzzles.
I just
Bro.
have moments, you know.
Bro, I think you're really good at puzzles.
Thanks.
Yeah. Stop.
I'm putting it in my
Stop being
resume.
so good at puzzles. Jesus.
How amazing would it be if someone's resume was like really good at
Good at puzzles. Fucking hired on the spot. Hey guys, if you want to apply to be someone who works for us,
Do you have
all
a
you have
resume?
to do is me.
Yeah. I have like 10.
I need to. I don't have a real one. I have a theater one that I made in high school, but
Yeah.
I don't do theater anymore, so there's no reason
Dude,
for it to exist.
wait. Does that go back? Oh shit.
I don't remember how. I don't play
But
Magic.
okay, just go back in the like the the capture edit to go back for
Okay.
a second. It says 69.
That's because that's one of the zodiac signs.
69.
Well, it's sideways, but I'm pretty sure that's Cancer.
But 69.
But it's not actually 69 because
But
it's sideways.
But just consider it though. You know, it's sideways, but it's in a circle, which is making it right ways. So, you know. Call me
You
when you
make me
get
want
a
to
brain.
light you on fire like you're a fucking puzzle.
Oh,
shit.
Dude, I'm cold down here.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting.
I always bring a sweatshirt over
Yeah,
to
I've
your house
noticed.
because
That's
it's
smart.
cold.
Yeah.
Because I
And then
generally
I
live
live
in
here
shorts.
and forget.
Because you usually are not in this part of your house.
That's true. But my whole house is cold.
Yeah. That's
Which
fair.
is like, that's good in the summer in Georgia, you know? You want it to be pretty cold.
You do.
'cause Otherwise, you're burning alive. But, especially down here, I don't know why. Heat rises, I guess. So, coldness.
Also, what were you gonna say? I mean, it just kind of stays down. It doesn't really. I guess. Like, I guess.
I love how much paint we bought for this basement.
I
We
haven't
totally did
done.
not need. Well, we painted some, but like we did not need that much. Like
Well,
we got
can
so
now.
much blue paint.
We did. We just also just haven't painted any.
We got 2 buckets of blue paint. We really only needed 1. Dude, remember that guy that we bought the paint
hot
from?
guy?
What was his name?
I don't remember, dude. That was back in
I feel like I should.
December.
He was rad. He gave us like free paint strips. What are they called? Like the mixer things.
Yeah, those paint sticks.
He gave us a couple free ones, which was dope.
because we were gonna buy some because you can buy them.
Yeah, we were gonna buy him, and he was like,
Let's just give you some. How many do you need?
And then
we're like,
I
2.
was just because I'm me. you put like the dot of paint.
Oh
on the
yeah,
top.
you fucking did that.
You put like a dot of paint on the top so you'd like know what color the can was, and then I like smashed my face into it for some reason.
Yeah, and then Fish had yellow on her face. Honestly, like one of these days, I'm gonna do the thing that I said I would do. What the fuck?
Which is?
Well, make a like. Okay, those don't belong there. That's why. Make a like making of Upper Crust Gaming video.
Yeah.
I have all the footage still from
I
that day.
downloaded all the. I think I downloaded all the time lapse stuff to the Google Drive.
Cool. This is really
Y'all
good.
Appreciating
This is this better or worse than
Tech Talk?
I was gonna say fucking Love Kids Hip Hop Game, but like leave a comment. Let us know which one was better.
I'm digging
which do you
this.
prefer?
It kind of gives me the same vibe as like a Game Grumps episode where they do riddles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I watched 2 of those and then didn't.
Yeah.
So that shows where that's at. Don't worry, guys.
It
This
does
is
get
just gonna be a
5
slightly
minutes.
stop. Stop, please. It's just gonna be a slightly long one-off, not like a 17-part puzzle series. Unless you guys want a 17-part puzzle series with Pringle crunching ASMR,
Hell yeah.
because that's, I guess,
Speaking
an
of
option.
MSR. ASMR.
Amsar, yeah.
Mara's doing it. He's apparently going in.
Is he actually starting? I'm proud.
Or he seemed to think so last time he spoke, which was. Like,
I mean,
a
he
week
seemed
ago.
to. For
He
those
seems
who
pretty
don't know,
sold.
which is literally everyone, we have a friend. We'll call him Mar.
We have no. He's our only. No, just kidding.
We have one. Well,
We have
he and
actually
I-
several friends.
you do.
Bragging.
So many.
Hashtag humble
several.
brag.
Hashtag humble brag. We have several friends.
We have like a nice little
In
like
case you
tight
were
knit group,
concerned.
which is it's kind of nice because we're all very different people, but
We
we
are.
can come together and
We definitely don't make sense
sit on
together.
some moral ground.
As
I
a
don't know
group.
what that moral ground is, but
Oh, Webtoon updated. I just want to apologize. The reason I'm getting so many notifications that are just showing up and being annoying is because there is stuff happening at the place where I volunteer / work. So it's a bunch of people talking about it. So everybody is, well, I mean like a little bit, but like not really. But like kind of actually. Like a little bit of drama.
under pressure.
Definitely not there. I don't know if it's under
I
pressure.
think it-
No. Yeah. Fool. You fool! You flagrant fool! None of these go together. There's so many orange boys.
Do you still watch Atypical?
What?
The show Atypical. You were
Oh.
into it for a while, right?
I don't think there's been a. Is there a new season?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't watch it, but
You should.
I watch
the one
ship
with the-
videos of the
Yeah.
lesbians, maybe.
Well, yeah. So one, you should watch the show because it's actually just a very, very good show.
I watched like 2 episodes, and it was just kind of like
Was it not for you?
maybe I need to give it another try. It was one of those shows.
It was
where
a show
it
that
was
I
giving me
binged.
emotions that maybe I just wasn't in the mood to feel, you know.
That's fair.
And so I
That's a
just kind of shelved it.
Yeah, I mean that.
But
makes
hey, it
sense.
gave me emotions, so that's
Like it's a fucking good ass
It's
show.
already,
I will say.
it's a
Now
good
I
vote.
just need to.
Confidence.
Now I just need to be not stupid. Huh, that's not happening.
I am so into Queen.
Band
Yeah.
or the lady?
Queen,
Let me tell you, the
band.
one of England, 10 out of 10.
Hot.
She fucks.
But I just
Hi
it's-
UK, please don't kill me. But the Queen of England fucks.
she slaps, bro.
Bro, Queen slaps. Queen Slay.
Yeah,
Yes, Queen Slay.
literally.
Queen has slain.
Probably.
Like
Who though? Specifically.
the game. She's slaying the game. I have too many pieces out and about right
Name
now.
Tower of London.
I don't know enough about history. You lost me. I'm sorry.
I only know like I just know
That-
names of places just because of Doctor Who and Sherlock.
Oh,
and,
proud
I went
of
to
you.
London, actually.
You did.
I did. It was
for
a good
school.
It was a good old romp.
Yeah. Your mom just got back from Venice.
Yeah, Venice. She went all over the place. She went to Venice and Paris.
Did she have a good time?
She went to Switzerland.
We did not
German
catch
part?
up very much about it when I came by.
I think
the
she
other
had a
day.
wonderful time.
Yeah? I'm
Yeah.
so glad.
I think she so she's a teacher. I think I've said that.
Yeah, we've said she was my math teacher in high school.
Yeah, and she was in a kind of educational group. So she had students, not her students, but just kids that she needed to watch out for. And because of that, the tour was a lot cheaper because of the whole deal with chaperoning and stuff. And so that part was nice. But I think she would have liked it to be a little bit more independent of
Kids.
children and parents who hitched along for the ride and all that drama.
Yeah.
So I think she made
That
some
makes
friends.
sense. That's good.
I love talking about my mom, and she's my 5-year-old daughter. I think she made some friends.
Okay, but literally flashback to that old episode where I'm talking about how Chicago PD
It's
poorly
not
influences
It's
my
a bad
mom.
influence on your mother.
It is. She watches it, and I just don't know what it is that she's learning from that show. And I don't think
About
any of it's
her
good.
career in law enforcement.
It's not even that. They're just morally ambiguous at best. And I just don't really think she needs that right now in her
Who's
life.
the guy
She
on
needs
Law
more
and Order
stability.
who
Jerry Orbach?
I'm in love with?
Probably
not
Jerry
Orbach.
Orbach?
I don't know.
That's the old
he's
guy
a
that was
silver fox. Is that him?
Jerry Orbach?
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna have a
I
picture
think I
of
had
him
a
in
crush on
timeline.
him since
I don't
I was
think-
5.
Is it the
honestly.
lawyer guy?
Maybe.
That's
know.
that's not Jerry Orbach. Is
Let me
it
look him
the
up.
okay? Because it's probably Sam Waterhouse or whatever the fuck his name
I
is.
don't know.
I think it's Waterhouse.
It's been a really long time since I watched Law and Order. I used to watch it as a kid.
It's been on in my house
Oh
again lately.
yeah, because he's also on
Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie. Yeah, Sam Waterston.
Waterston?
Yeah, it's Waterston.
All right.
I love him.
I'll take it.
I'm sorry, just looking at his cute little face.
Okay. I mean, I think Jerry Orbach's better, but
Dude.
I swear to God, this fucking channel is gonna make it seem like I have the weirdest taste in men.
weirdos.
Exclusively Jerry Orbach and John C. Reilly.
Dude,
That's
why
it.
Jerry Orbach?
John C. Reilly sucks.
Wait, no, I'm looking at him right now, and I'm like, I just don't see it. Versus
I
Sam
am
Waterston? Oh, good.
Oh my God!
I thought you were being genuine for a moment there.
No! He's a grand
I was like-
elderly gent that drops some good lulls every once in a while.
Yeah, but Sam
has
Sam
good
Waterston's
one-liners.
an old boy, but he's beautiful.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, Jerry Orbach fucks.
Oh
No, he
yeah,
doesn't. He's
isn't his
dead.
name on the show Sydney Waterston? Sydney? No.
Literally no idea.
No, that's just something else, I think. I think he was in a
Okay.
movie and his name's Sydney.
Yeah, you fool. You
Who is he on Law and
flagrant
Order?
fool. He was.
I mean, who cares, but...
Oh, what was his character's name on Law and
Yeah.
Order? Oh, fucking, he's the DA. Jesus Christ, McCoy.
It's Jason.
Jack McCoy. Wait, are you talking about Jerry Orbach? Because
No,
he's Lenny.
I'm not
Sam
talking about Jerry
Waterston, though,
Orbach.
is
No
the
one's
DA.
talking about Jerry
I
Orbach.
should be. Did you know that he donated his eyes to 2 different New Yorkers?
I actually did know
Or
that.
because
I mean,
of a fucking
John
John
Mulaney.
Mulaney bit. Oh yeah,
that's how it's done.
but no, that was Jack McCoy, the DA.
Forrest Bedford?
Who the fuck are you talking about now?
Wait, no?
What is happening? Are you
No.
talking about his character on Grace
the
and Frankie? Because that
Dude,
I don't know.
I'm looking at his Wikipedia, and this is hella confusing. It said this. This is a sentence.
Okay.
Well, it's half of a sentence. Aside from Law and Order, other television roles include DA Forrest Bedford. So he was
Wow.
another DA for no reason, I guess.
I mean, when you play, when
Wait a
your
second.
character typecasted.
Wait a second. Not only was he named he was playing a character named Forrest Bedford, he also played a character named Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker's a person.
Sorry, I lied. Dude, cut this out. I sound like such an idiot. I can't
Well,
read.
no, I mean, he could be playing the,
I don't think he was. I'm just a dummy.
Was he playing alongside Forrest Whitaker? That doesn't make
Maybe.
sense. Guys, I don't remember who Forrest Whitaker
I
is.
don't know what's happening. I don't know how to read, guys.
We're doing puzzles.
What up?
and it's
I'm
definitely
19.
not,
I
like-
never fucking learned how to read.
I never fucking learned how to read about Sam Waterston. Is that his
Waterston,
name?
yeah.
Waterston. Okay. Honestly, I
served
tried
on
to
the
remember what his
advisory
name was
committee
the other
for
day, and
the
I forgot it.
Lincoln Bicentennial.
Cool.
He portrayed Lincoln on stage and screen.
Cool. Yeah, he did stage acting. You know who
He's
else
beautiful.
did stage acting and was also on Law and Order?
Your mom?
No.
She was, though.
She did do stage acting. She was not on Law and Order.
No, come on.
She would be
Let's
really
be real.
excited. No, like, honestly...
Who's that woman on Law and Order that I swear to God looks like your mom?
I have no fucking idea.
I think I brought this up at a party once, and you're like, no. No.
Did you?
I really
This
did.
is all news to me.
at one of XX. This party.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say the cast parties? No, that was a different time. This
Yeah.
is stupid. This is the dumbest episode we've ever had.
Oh, this is good
I'm
content,
gonna cut
man.
all of it. It's gonna
This is
be
good content.
10 minutes
I don't know
of
what you're
nothing,
talking
of
about.
silence.
No, but I think who's it? I think your
10
mom
minutes
looks
of
a little bit
puzzle
like the girl who plays Olivia Benson on.
Oh, Mariska Hargitay?
Yeah.
Guys, do you like this episode of us just knowing
through
and
a Law
not
and Order?
knowing the Law and Order? That was Law and Order Special Victims Unit, by the way, not Law and Order.
That's the one
two
my
different
mom
shows.
and my brother watch. They watch it on the reg.
We watched all of
They
the above.
they watch the one with Ice-T.
My mom likes Criminal Intent. I personally don't, because there's one guy in Criminal Intent that I've just really never liked his vibe. And honestly, he kind of gives me a little bit of a Chicago PD vibe, and maybe that's saying something. It's been 21 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot of shade you're throwing over there.
Yeah. I know this stank I'm dealing, and I'm accepting it. God damn it.
Have you seen the most recent video from that person who makes those videos of like?
Hey, have you seen the most recent video of the person who makes these videos? That one.
Wait, no, the videos of like the Bachelorette.
Yes! Oh my god, okay guys. Okay, I need people to know about this.
I'm looking it up.
Her name is just Aubrey, I think, or it's just Audrey.
Is it actually her though? I think it might be someone else. No, you're
no,
right. It's just
her.
Audrey.
Trust me, I watch them a lot. They're my fucking religion, and I introduced my friends to them because I was so obsessed with them when I first saw the first one. Now we're
They're
on part
amazing.
5, and it's just this person.
I can't wait for the
watching-
next one.
oh
because
my
the next
God.
one will include. I was on Twitter. Apparently, Hannah or whatever the Bachelorette right now's
Yeah.
name is. Apparently, she like.
Did she get rid of Luke P finally?
I don't know, but apparently she like roasted all the all the bachelors.
I
Like
love
she
that.
was like, none of y'all know me.
Like,
and
that's the tea, though.
I'm like, yeah, for real.
every single guy on that show, from what I have seen, except for John Paul Jones, who she got rid of. And
heartbreaking.
it was heartbreaking because the only person he knew or cared about was John Paul Jones, but he was open about it. Like,
there's one guy I like. What's his name?
I literally have not been watching it. I've only been watching her videos about it, and all I know is that Luke P's a fucking stalker
Oh my
and
gosh,
needs to
he's
be
awful.
banned.
He's
Hashtag
awful.
canceled. Oh my god, he's literally like, it's
There's too
bad.
many guys to
He's
remember.
fucking creepy.
You need to
There's one guy
look
that
him
she
up.
was really into, and she made out with a couple places,
yeah.
and it was kind of awkward, but in a little bit of
Yeah,
a cute way.
I like how like somebody like walked in on them and was just kind of like,
Oh, that was the funniest shit. How he like saw it and then walked away, and he's like, "Yeah, she was just fucking like on top of him. It was really weird." I was like,
that's how it works, bud.
me too, dude. Yeah, there's this woman that I'm trying to romance, and I went upstairs because I needed to get something, and I saw her and another guy together in a chair.
Me and his bachelors. I need to check out these boys.
But yeah, so what we're saying is, don't watch The Bachelor, or The Bachelorette. We're talking about The Bachelor.
Yeah.
It's all The Bachelorette because it's the chick one. Don't watch that fucking show. But do watch this person, just
none of these
Audrey's
guys look like the actual
reviews of it,
guys.
or just Aubrey. I'm gonna say both every time because I'm not looking at it. It's really
These
fucking
don't
good
look
though.
like the guys. This is the one. No, that
It should be John Paul Jones, the Bax King. That's two different people. Luke P. Another Luke, presumably.
Well, like half of these guys disappeared because I don't recognize any of these men.
Well, yeah, because it's halfway through the fucking season. There's the sassy
I
black
don't
guy who
recognize
tells it how
any
it
of
is
these
and
boys.
tells Luke P that he's being fucking
think that's
creepy
the
and has
one
a
I
really nice
like.
smile. He's the one that she took on the date the most recent time, and he has size 14 shoes.
Yes!
And there's this old man that was
Oh my
like,
gosh! That's the guy I like. I love that boy.
he's a good boy.
I want him to win. Oh, I think his name is Mike.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
look at isn't that him?
Yeah, that's Mike.
That's him. That's Mike.
I hate that I recognize their faces so well.
Only a couple of them are really all that recognizable.
Yeah, because the rest of them are just
out.
white people that look the exact same.
Yeah.
We can say that we're white.
Well, just
Also, it's true.
they all look the exact same.
They're a bunch of. But I mean, like, that's the brand of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. It's a bunch of white people that all look the same, and then a couple outliers.
Dude, isn't Cam alright? I feel like Cam might be alright. That guy?
Yeah. I think that's the guy that raps all the time and kept throwing flowers out of his pockets that gave me bad vibes, but, like, in a funny way, so it was okay.
I feel like whenever he's not rapping, I like him.
Yeah, he just does. He does the other thing where he is rapping too much.
I love how I read this.
Oh, I remember Brian, the math teacher. I don't know if he's still on.
I read this as Brian, 30, a male teacher from, and I was like,
wow, what a icon!
They're breaking it up.
They're breaking the mold.
Yeah, he's in the minority. Get your first look at Hannah's guys.
That's cringy.
I would hate to do this so much.
I would want to do it and then be gay.
Like, oh yeah. Oh my gosh, like in
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
I think it was the Vietnamese Bachelorette. Crazy. Or no, it was the Vietnamese Bachelor and then two of the
contestants.
Yeah.
One of them just like walked up and was like, wait, no, I think he picked her and she was like, I'm sorry.
I can't, yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, or
and
like...
then she left with her, but then she went back, but then after she was sent home, apparently they went on a date.
That's cute.
Ain't that cute?
Love that.
Spoiler, the Bachelorette's Jed might have a girlfriend.
Oh,
damn.
Fuck. Who would date a guy named Jed? Sound off in the comments. Would you date a guy named Jed? Would you? Would you do it? Would you do it if I paid you? Would you? Jed?
Depends on how much money.
I think I'm gonna fast forward some of this, and then I'm not gonna do it.
I could marry a Jed as long as I got to call him Jedi.
Stupid.
Thank you.
Like that that hurts
Jed.
me. I think I'd have to disown you. I think I'd have to
disown me.
Steal the beginning.
You don't own me, Cole.
I'm gonna steal our company and fucking leak if you do that shit. I don't make the rules. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be America's next top model. Bro, have you watched any season of that? Specifically one season that I thought of while we were just sitting
I just
and
love
talking
Tim
about the
Gunn.
lesbians. He's not on that show.
Fuck, what's he on? Oh, he's on Project Runway?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
That's
him.
Project Runway. America's next top model is Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is pretty dope, dude. She's a really cool lady. She's like feminist, I think. But like not in like a I'm a feminist way. Just like
dude,
she's a feminist icon.
Feminist? Or okay, that was not a good segue. In
Speaking
any
of
capacity,
feminist,
I've started listening to some Joe Rogan.
Yeah?
Just because I'm intrigued. I don't like. I feel like when I hear about him, I'm supposed to dislike him, but I really don't know anything about him.
So you're
I've never
studying up.
Yeah.
That's
and
fair.
so far, not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some things, like, it treads on offensive, but then if you, like, pay attention for long enough, you can tell that that's not the intent. It's, like, genuine conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, is there something wrong with it? Is, like, there's something specific that I'm missing that's wrong with him or something?
I mean, I think it's just the general...
Just generally him being opinionated and
from what I can remember from the badness is just like a lot of his stuff is very much for shock factor, but not as much as some like Tosh and Anthony Jeselnik. Both of them are very much shock factor, so like that's their whole thing, and sometimes it can go like way too far for people. But I think his is a lot of like a slightly toned down version of that.
I watched two things
and he gets
by
grouped
him.
in with the others.
I watched two like interviews.
Yeah.
I didn't finish one of them. The first one I watched was excuse me. First one I watched was him and Hannibal Buress talking about.
I fucking love Hannibal Buress.
I've been going on a Hannibel Buress like cleanse.
Oh, that's totally okay. Then have you been watching a lot of Eric Andre?
Yes. Right.
Understandable. Continue.
But yeah, they were talking about the whole Amy Schumer like joke stealing thing,
yeah.
which has always been hard for me because I like Amy Schumer, but like you know, you look at the videos.
I like her
like,
jokes. Too bad most of them aren't hers.
Well, I wouldn't say
That was
most.
a bad joke.
You're good.
At hers. I also used to be
Like,
and I wouldn't say that I'm not a fan of her anymore,
feel
which
like-
I guess I'm supposed to be, but like
and what a lot of my biggest issue is her being like heralded as the first like big female comedian. I'm like, come on. No.
she's not.
There's tons of women out there in comedy.
Well, I think
mean,
the
not
problem
tons,
is that
but
no, but I mean, she's not really heralded
she's
as
definitely
that. Though, I will
not the
say.
first. It's just like if you go to like
I wouldn't say she's the first. I think she's the first to get. Well,
so much.
well, I would say she's the first to get. Well, okay, now she is not really the first, and because in the college I went to, I don't know. Did you know I went to college? I talk about it a lot. There was this one
I thought
bitch
you were just like
gone.
teleported
for a
to
while.
New York for a little while.
Basically, that's
sleeping
the tea.
in snow.
Yeah, it was a mild winter. Anyways, there's this bitch I went to college with that I had a class with first semester who did a whole project on female comedians.
Mhm.
So I now know a little bit of the history. It was not a very guided point that she made, so she got some points deducted and she worked really, really hard on it and it was like triple the length that it needed to be. But there was a lot of information. So like I learned some, I guess. Anyways,
Point.
basically, Amy Schumer is not really the first in
I
most of
just
the
feel
things.
like
She's
a
just
lot
a
of the
very
time she
popular
gets
sex comedian. That is how she's branded
Yeah.
because she makes jokes that are more vulgar, whatever. And there's the whole thing of like, well, then why is she branded a sex comedian? But then most men who just make those jokes and stuff similar to like she does are just comedians.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's one of the things that is like also
Well,
always
just-
brought up.
Talking about Joe Rogan and how he was taking it, for some reason, I've seen this clip in my suggested for like months, and I always kind of like steer away because I don't know how much I want to like hear about it. Because even if it's like, even if she's horribly at fault, I'm not gonna like defend her or anything. I just don't know if I want to listen to it. But I
Yeah.
finally listened to it because it's. I mean, I don't know. I was ready.
Good to stay informed.
And from what he was talking about, it seems like, in terms of the stuff, he was like, obviously it's an issue. But he thought that a lot of the cases were with her sketches on her show. And
Yeah.
that's not solely her. She's a whole team. And he said, you know, you have a show and you're creating this much content. You're pumping it out. And you just can't know all the comedy sketches that have ever existed. So if an idea gets pitched to you, you can't like
If you
run
don't
it
know
through
it,
a
you're not
scanner.
necessarily
Yeah.
going to be like,
And so he was like, not all of it's necessarily her fault. You know,
Also,
there's
they're
a
not- well,
the
yeah.
quantity of the issue means that there's probably more to it than just, you know, a staff member that was passing off other ideas and she didn't know anything about it. I think most of the issues, at least, are with a couple jokes in her stand-up. And you go, if you are really interested, go listen to his interview with Hannibal. And I think they both were kind of like, it was interesting to hear.
do you want to link it somewhere?
Sure.
If it's on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll let you do that once the video's up.
But it was interesting to hear because for some reason I expected Joe Rogan to like attack her because he seems like the type that not would just attack somebody, but he seems, at least as a comedian, that he would really want to seek justice for other comedians who had been theoretically stolen from.
Because that's
But-
a big thing. Like, even outside of Amy Schumer and her existence, like, joke stealing's a big problem in comedy. Always has been. Well, recently, even more so because it's just been around for so long and now things are recorded way more often and you get caught a lot easier.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I've thought about it a lot because one of my biggest fears, I'm a musician. One of my biggest fears
Hi.
with like creating music and the idea of composing is how can I be sure that what I'm creating is original and not just me like remembering a song from like years ago that's just not all that
I
popular,
feel that.
you know? Or me just ripping off different parts of a song and putting them all together into a different kind of combination and I'm just not really aware of that. So it's not the same thing.
I mean, this is not to be said or taken in any way offensively towards music. You know, I am very much
Yeah.
a lover of music.
Indeed.
But in essence, music is just combinations of certain
Yeah.
chords. And as time goes on, like, different things get popular and are not popular again. So it's really easy for stuff at this point to be influenced by other things. I think as long as you don't, like, steal large chunks with the intent, your intent should still be there. Because when you create music, at the very least, that comes from, like, a different place. Like, music, I think, when it's at its best, is telling some sort of story or something.
Yeah.
So when it's doing that, as long as you are conveying your story, then it's not going to be, like, it's not someone else's story that you're telling. So even if it has the essences of other music and other people's music in it, then it's not going to be considered stolen because it's still your work and your intellectual property.
And with
IMHO.
And with Amy Schumer, there's a lot of those jokes if you watch the compilations where it's like, okay, that's a very easy comedic premise to find yourself upon, and then, you know, it's not the exact same wording, and yeah, sure, maybe she went and stole it, or maybe she thought that was a genuine idea she had. There are some in the compilations where it's like
literally word for word.
this feels very ripped off. And I mean, well, on one hand, I have trouble, like, imagining her, like, maniacally laughing in a cabin and like watching a comedy special and, like, being like, that one, no one will ever catch me. But, like, you know, it's hard to deny when, like, the wording is so word for word and so exact. But, it, you know, Joe Rogan made this point that in a movie, if you hear lines from another movie, you're like, oh, it's like a nod. Yeah. And even if they're not saying it's a nod, even
totally
if they are
different,
it is. It's different. It's definitely different. And
an homage to something and copying something are two very different
He makes a point
things.
of saying that it's different.
Yes, I will say, if you, not to just call out another person, but there is a YouTuber called Saberspark that I've watched a lot lately that just reviews a lot of, like, shitty movies or just different movies in general. And a lot of the movies he's reviewed have been, like, rip-offs of, like, other movies. Like, one of the recent ones I watched was a vague-ish rip-off of Aladdin called Son of Aladdin, but it's not actually that. And that one was just really weird, but it actually ripped off more Hercules than Aladdin. And then there was another one that was literally just a blatant, like, racist rip-off of Up, but actually it was a rip-off of Monsters vs. Aliens. And then just a bunch of basically, like, that company at the very least that made that one and has also made a bunch of other ones does a lot of that. Like, they have, like, Cars rip-offs and, like, Lion King rip-offs, and a lot of them, like, he talks a lot about the idea of doing an homage to something, which can sometimes be nice to see, and then just blatantly ripping something off, and how you can feel the intent a lot of the time if you, like, really look for it, and that can kind of, but, like, how that being the indicator is not always super clear, but with a lot of the things at least that he looks at, it is pretty clear.
The point, like, I think that Joe Rogan was trying to make specifically was that people seem to have more outrage for comedians because...
And female comedians.
Well, that's true. He didn't really go down that road.
Which is good.
Which I appreciated.
Yeah.
On one hand, but, you know, it's probably got something to do with it.
Like, but that's... Like, there's no lie.
It feeds the outrage machine a little bit. But he went down the avenue of
people... If you want to watch.
People have more...
Are you ready for this?
Lovely.
Masterpiece. Yay!
It
only took me 40 minutes. Ooh, my PC battery's running low, but that you can't see on here because it's on my computer.
But the point he made specifically was that people have more outrage for comedians because they kind of expect to have just the comedian's thoughts coming at them instead of, like, a team of writers, you know, creating the perfect stand-up routine. Because, and he gave some examples of, like, Bill Burr. You expect Bill Burr, just his thoughts to come out on stage. He also gave the example of Louis C.K. Not the best example nowadays.
But, you know, forgiven. Forget. But neither of those things for Louis C.K. Referencing him, forgive and forget. Him, neither forgive nor forget.
You know what? I'm honestly, like, surprised at how much he's fallen off of just the face of the earth.
I mean, I'm kind of glad. If he
I
tried to
thought-
stay on, I think I would be more pissed off.
I thought
at
there would
him.
be, yeah, well, I just thought there would be some sort of residual.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds awful to say. Also, we're going to need to wrap this up soon
Yeah.
because it's a 40-minute episode where I did
Yeah.
a puzzle and we podcasted over it.
Yeah.
But I will say, at least in that sense of like the whole Me Too thing, not to just randomly jump over there, but like, it sucks, but it was kind of in a gross, sad way a fad. Like, it became popular for a second to be honest about the fact that you were sexually harassed or sexually assaulted in all of these different forums, and that was great because people were getting like justice that they never got. But then at a certain point it was no longer as popular, and then that was when shit kind of it became less important, and then you don't hear about it much anymore. And so all of that, those repercussions for people like him, oh look, your dog's down here now.
Dog!
All of those repercussions that like would be extensive and everything. Like,
you want to discuss the Me Too movement?
there are some people that it happened to, like Kevin Spacey.
Oh no, I hope
people
she doesn't
still talk
walk.
about. Oh, poor baby. Like, Kevin Spacey kind of got his shit, and he's still getting it because people love joking about it. People love joking about Kevin Spacey, and some people still joke about Louis C.K. and stuff. But there's not much more than general, like, public
Ew!
exile. Oh,
Ew!
puppy ate the centipede.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't a centipede. I think that was a piece of popcorn that was dropped.
Point is, now it's people that are keeping that
I don't
stuff.
even know what we've been talking about for 40 minutes.
It's not we, it's been you.
We
I'm
hella,
just kidding.
we hella need to wrap it up.
Yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this puzzle. My phone just, the screen's gone. It's no longer screen recording. That canceled when my phone timed out, so probably just gonna be images up. Did you guys enjoy this podcast?
No.
Basic
yes.
puzzle podcast? This puzzcast?
Probably no.
Oh no.
Anyway, this is
Listen to all of this.
this
thing.
has been Upper Crust Gaming.
Yeah, I'm Cole.
I am Fish.
And we'll see you
That's
next
KB.
time. Yeah,
Going
the
to eat
dog's
some
here
spiders.
now. I'm gonna go pee because it's been
It's a
the
good
allotted hour, at least. So that's socially acceptable. I have a
That's
weak bladder, and my blood sugar's still high. You've probably noticed. I keep getting notifications about it. Anyways, bye.
Bye.
Did I say bye during Love Kids Hip Hop Game?
I think so. Maybe? Yes. I
'Cause
think
that's
I
a-
like whispered bye a lot too.
That's okay. I'll make it work. I'll steal bye from something else.
It's just like
No, we did say bye because I kept making
Bye.
bye jokes in my brain, but I didn't say them because it's already after
Bye.
June by the time these episodes are going to come out. Bye!